I struggle with anxiety quite often. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand what is it that I'm dealing with and why do I have these emotions in the first place. But then as I got older and as I had way more experience with being nervous, I started realizing what is it that I'm actually dealing with. And I kind of came up with ways, how is it that I can manage these emotions and how is it that I can control them. And for me, I have two situations in which I would get nervous. I have two situations in which I get anxiety. Situation one being when I talk to somebody and the conversation doesn't go the way that I wanted it to go, I would overthink the fuck out of that conversation. I would overanalyze it. I would think of things that I could have said differently. And the questions I started asking myself about these situations are basically, did I come into the conversation with my best intentions? And did I try to express myself as good as I possibly could within this situation? And if the answer to both of these questions is a yes, then fuck it. Why would you think about it? Like, why would you stress about it? Like, you can only do as much as you can. And some people are just not going to like you. Some people are going to be bad at communicating. Some people are not going to be interested in communicating. So you can't control all of these things. You can only try to communicate as honestly as you can. And well, if the conversation doesn't really go the way that you planned it to go, if the person ends up not liking you because of this conversation, fuck it. Not everyone's going to like you. Not every single interaction is going to be perfect. So these are kind of like the two questions I ask myself. And once again, if the answer to both of these questions is yes, then I just leave it at that. I stop stressing about it and I just forget about it. But then if I start realizing that I didn't really come into the conversation with the best intentions in mind, or I didn't really express myself as well as I could, and I could have actually legitimately done something differently. And when I'm saying I didn't express myself as good as I could, it's like a slippery slope because you're never really going to be able to say everything that you want to say. But as long as you tried to make sense, as long as you tried to have a constructive conversation, then yeah, then it's fine. But if you didn't, and if you did things that are obviously weird, well, then just learn from it. Don't stress yourself about it constantly. Just adjust these things during the next time you're going to communicate with the person, or during the next time you're going to communicate with anyone, really. And then the other form of anxiety that I have, the other situation in which I get nervous is when I perform. When I'm working, when I'm performing within the hobbies that I have, I would quite often overthink what is it that I could have done differently. Even with these videos, when I film these videos, quite often I would overanalyze them, and I would overanalyze, is the frame completely centered? Did I speak as well as I possibly could? So I overthink basically everything that I do quite a lot. And the questions that I ask for this type of anxiety are quite similar. A little bit different, but quite similar. So basically the first one would be exactly the same as the question that I ask for my social anxiety is, did I come into this with the best intentions that I possibly could have, or did I have some kind of like hidden agenda that I didn't disclose? And if the answer is yes, if my intentions were pure, then I move on to the next question. And the next question is, did I do everything I possibly could within this situation? Did I perform as good as I possibly could? And did I did everything that I could come up with in this moment? And if the answer to both of these questions once again is a yes, then fuck it. You're not always going to do everything perfectly. You're allowed to fuck up. Everyone fucks up, so you don't have to like just sit on this mistake that you've made, constantly overanalyze it and constantly think about it. Just like ask yourself these two questions. If the answer to both of these questions is a definite yes, just move on, just forget about it. And it's easier to say than do, but with practice you can actually do it, because you just kind of have to have this fuck it, we only live once and it's going to be what it's going to be kind of a mentality. And if you can combine that mentality with these questions, for me, that actually works quite well when it comes to reducing my anxiety and not being as nervous as I normally am. But once again, also for this like second performance anxiety, this is not a video where I'm going to tell you that you're enough. It's okay to fail. It's okay not to be good. It's not okay to fail, and it is not okay to not be good. You have to be as good as you possibly can, and you have to perform every single day, You're going to wake up, you have to wake up and you have to perform. So it is okay to fuck up, but it is not okay to fuck up as well, if that makes sense. So I mean, okay, if you fucked up, you have to analyze it, you have to understand what is it that you did and what kind of mistakes did you make. And once that is done, and once you understand the mistake, well, move on. Learn from it, try to implement it during the next time you perform, and well, if you fuck up again, try again. If you fuck up after that, try again once again. So yeah, like you shouldn't really go around with this sort of a mentality where it's okay to be average, it's okay to fuck up, like I'm the way that I am, I cannot really do anything about it. That's a very dumb mentality to have. No, you are expected to constantly improve and you are expected to perform. It's just if you fucked up, that's normal, that's natural. Ask yourself if you did everything that you could have. If you did, well, then it is what it is. But if you clearly know that there are some things that you didn't do that you could out of laziness or out of like just not really wanting to do them, that's a different conversation. Then you're just lying to yourself. And then you have to improve, you have to analyze the situation, you have to analyze why is it that you made the mistake. And if ultimately you made the mistake because you were lazy, because you were not paying attention, or because you were not motivated enough, that's where you actually have to fix it, and that's where you have to try to do better during the next time you actually try to do something. So yeah, these are the two forms of anxiety that I have, and this is kind of how I deal with them, and this is kind of how my mentality is when it comes to these kind of things. Oh, also, by the way, fun fact, sometimes I film these videos without having my pants on. So from now on, you can kind of try to guess if I have my pants on or not. So it's kind of like a cute little lottery. I might be wearing pants, and well, I might not be. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.